You're richer than a king, not metaphorically, literally. You, sitting here, watching YouTube on a phone thinner than a slice of bread, living in a world where food is delivered to your door and knowledge is free, have more comfort, access, and options than almost any human being in history. And yet, you probably still feel like it's not enough. More money, a better body, a faster car, a bigger following. You want more. But here's the thing. You're not broken. The system is. Let's talk about the paradox. Today, the average person lives better than billionaires did a century ago. Air conditioning, antibiotics, instant video calls across the world, streaming every movie ever made. Even the kings of old never had these luxuries. But while our physical comfort skyrocketed, our psychological well-being didn't. Actually, it's getting worse. Anxiety, depression, burnout, and loneliness are at all-time highs. Despite the abundance around us, we feel emptier than ever. Why? Because we were never taught how to feel whole. We were only taught how to consume. There's a reason we never feel like we have enough, and it's not just capitalism or social media or bad luck. It's evolution. Our ancestors survived because they were never satisfied. Wanting more food, more safety, more status kept them alive. But we inherited that hunger, and now it's out of control. Biologically, we are wired for scarcity, but we live in abundance, and that creates a glitch. The more we get, the more we want. And each time we get something, the brain adapts and moves the goalpost. You get the promotion. Feel good for 2 days. Then want more. You buy the new phone. Love it for a week. Then feel behind again. It's the dopamine treadmill, and it never stops unless you stop it. And here's where it gets dangerous. Chasing more doesn't just waste our energy. It erodes our soul. Because when more becomes the only direction, we forget to ask where we're actually going, and we lose our sense of meaning. Today, we have everything, except purpose. We work jobs we hate, to buy things we don't need, to impress people we don't like, and inside, something breaks. We start asking, what am I even doing? Is this it? Why do I feel so numb? The truth? Because we've traded connection for convenience, presence for productivity, and depth for dopamine. But there is another way. Naval Ravikant, investor and modern-day philosopher, said, "Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want." We think happiness is on the other side of achievement, but it's not. It's on the other side of wanting less. Happiness isn't adding more, it's removing what doesn't matter. It's not in the next promotion, the next gadget, the next six-figure milestone. It's in stillness, in awareness, in knowing you already have enough. But that's radical, because the world will never stop telling you that you don't. Every advertisement, every influencer, every comparison tells you you are not enough until you buy this. Follow them. Click now. Naval said, a calm mind, a fit body, and a house full of love. These things cannot be bought. They must be earned. So how do you know what enough is? Not in theory, for you. Start here. Ask yourself, if no one could see my life, what would I still want? Ask, what activities make me lose track of time, where I feel most alive, not most admired? Ask, if I wasn't afraid, what would I do less of? What would I do more of? Your answers to these questions are the beginning of your freedom, because the truth is, you don't find meaning, you create it. Every time you choose depth over noise, presence over pressure, kindness over comparison, you reclaim a piece of yourself, and the more of yourself you reclaim, the less you need from the world. So here's the radical idea. Maybe you don't need to chase the next thing. Maybe you need to listen. Listen to what makes you come alive, to what makes you feel at peace, to what makes you forget about achievement for a moment and feel like a human being again. Maybe the answer to why don't I have enough isn't more effort. Maybe it's more silence. Because when you get quiet enough, you might hear a truth the world doesn't want you to know. You already are enough. You just haven't stopped moving long enough to notice. If this hit something inside you, don't just scroll away to the next dopamine hit. Breathe, and maybe subscribe. Not because you have to, but because this is the kind of content that reminds you of what really matters. And if you liked it, don't just like the video. Like your own life a little more today. You're doing better than you think.